In this new series of video, I'm exploring the Portugal coast tour. My adventure started as I like them, as I've put myself in danger sleeping in a ghost town in Spain, then facing strong wind in Portugal's highest mountains from a hurricane entail. Welcome on my channel. My name is Mathias Serra and I share with honesty my experience about vine life in Europe and to try to live differently, closer to the nature and closer to human values. But let's start to find a spot to sleep. Driving all night long and I'm here in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Spain. Now I'm just checking the terrain, if I can go there. But this is one of the first time I feel so remote since I started the van life, and I didn't saw any human since 1 hour. Believe me, it's very strange. After 3 months I'm using the 4x4 where it's supposed to be used. I found a good spot. I like the fact that I can see the view. Okay, the job is done. Cannot go higher. It smells lavender so strong since I came here with the van. The view is so cool over there as well. And this is the release, the traveling bugs. You did 1000 kilometers, bro. Enjoy! I'm surprised to find an entire region completely empty in Europe. I didn't expect this. When you are this remote and especially alone, you feel something. Call it like you want, energy, spirit, but it's real. I have no idea how I ended up here. Yesterday I was working 9 to 5 in an office, pretending to know what I was doing, and now I'm somewhere I have never been, feeling more alive than I ever felt. Is nature healing me? Maybe. But one thing I'm sure of, my mind was clear, my body was light, and my thoughts, surprising, almost spiritual, just aware, thinking of new things I never thought about before. And the funny thing I learned is that your thoughts actually change depending on where you are on this planet. And somehow that made sense. But for now, I have to be more careful of snakes. I've checked all the lake and I see nobody, completely alone, as far as you can see, even with the drone. I have already been to very remote places in my life, but I was always surrounded by some other people. Now this is my first time in such a remote place completely alone, so that's why I say it's a new experience for me. I won't lie, it's a bit scary. I've been attacked by a cloud of mosquitoes while I was walking. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna close everything. This is also part of the van life. Insects. And there is a lot. I'm in Salche in Spain. I see houses, but I see no cars, nothing in the street. It's so strange. And now I found space for the camping car. Here you can open and close the gates. Okay, I'm closing right now. Okay. It's so strange. What an ambience. Nobody, no cars, nothing. Only houses. As I could not sleep the whole night in this ghost ambience, I took the car to continue my travel more south. Just look at those clips how empty this region was, and it's like that during 1 hour of driving. I'm in the middle of Spain, in the middle of the night, and I see nothing. This is part of the travel also, huh? Beautiful landscape and rock formation arriving in Portugal in the morning. My plan was to hike, but I quickly realized that it won't be possible with what is coming next. I am in Torre. This is the highest point in Portugal. It's around 1,800 meters high. There is this end of hurricane coming in Europe. There is very strong wind. I'm just searching a place where I can be covered by the wind, because as you can see behind me there is no tree at all. To check the weather forecast, I open the Meteo Blue. You open map. You see where the wind comes from. This is the animation of the wind. I'm using the application map.cz to see where I can cover myself with the cliff. So the wind is coming from southwest. So you see here where I am right now, I'm covered by this cliff. I see this experience as an entertainment for Norway when I'm gonna be there in Arctic. But you know what is really bad is the sound of the cover sheet from my bicycle, and it's so loud when I sleep. This is the bad thing. But yeah, okay, look at these rocks. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. It looks a little bit like Iceland, the Trolls region in Iceland. So the wind is coming down from there, but not here because of the rock. So it's really protected here. Oh my god, this is 6 p.m. and it's 6 degrees already outside. I feel that I'm gonna have my first freezing night for real. My first night in Portugal and first freezing night also. When it's cold like that, big socks, super important, because you feel the cold. I'm preparing everything, so I also have the aluminium sheets. This is a white day, eh? Inside I'm cooking vegetables, meat, and what is unbelievable is the door is so wait. And what is incredible is like outside. I'm in the mountain. Look at that. Wow, I like this ambience. This is what I wanted to live the nature, the elements. It's 1 a.m. and I have a hard time to sleep. Why I came here, you know. It's a bit stressful, it's hard to sleep. When you are at home, you just want one thing. You would like to go in the adventure and so on, and go outside. And once you are outside, outdoor and sleeping in a tent, you just want one thing, is your cozy home. I could barely sleep more than 4 hours, so I called it a night and I woke up to do something, but I couldn't even work in this dramatic scene. I went down in the first station I found next to an hotel where I could work for the day. If you zoom out from the Portugal map a lot, you're gonna see that it's farther west than Ireland. It's very deep in the Atlantic Ocean, and that's why the waves in Portugal are next level. I have a hard time to work because I cannot concentrate myself. Now I just moved here because I see there is a wall, because the wind changed a little bit direction, and if I take the road now, I have to pass a plateau, and there are very strong winds there on the cliff. With a car, it might be okay, but with a van, you never know what's going on. I'm covered from the winds with this wall, with a very nice view on the trash, and at least I can work and concentrate. That's the most important thing. Oh my god, I have to clean. But I wanted to share something with you. Since the storm hit it here in the region, in the neighborhood, I feel so much energized. There is so much movement, speed. It gives you energy, because I slept like 4.5 hours or 5 hours, but still I can work so well because of this storm outside. Now be careful, I'm in interview mode because I'm searching to hire people. So I've put the shirt in the van with the aluminium on the floor because it's freezing cold in the storm. But don't tell it, you know, I'm serious right now. I'm concentrated. I don't think of the trash bin because I closed. I see nothing. I can work. You can follow me at Mathias Serra on Instagram to see my adventure lives. Someone said that today Starlink is not out of the van. It's true. Today it's only 4G. As you can see here, when I work, I'm connected on a server. The server is on my company network. There is no more excuses to work remote, online, to do business online. There are so much opportunities, so much solution. Think of that. And I just finished all the interviews. I had 3 interviews in a row. I like to work like that, to group everything, and you move forward faster. Time to take a nap, the best moment of the day. So it's 3 p.m. The storm is at its peak now. Oh la 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 la. Look. It's so strange. I've been working there. I cannot believe the cover is gone. I wanted to attach it with the ropes, but I was too lazy, and now it's gone. But I attached it with a clips. Oh my god, where is it? This is the only remaining thing. Look! It's gone! 5 minutes ago I was putting it again. Well, now that the storm is finished, let's go back to the civilization. So I arrived in Portugal two days ago, just before the storm, and now the first thing I do is to search for a cover for my motorbike. I see a lot of pavel roads. The entire city behind me, you see, there is pavels on the road, and it's not the first time I see that, so yeah. So this time I will put the straps after the cover so that there is no way it goes away. Do you see these clips here? This is what was broken yesterday. Okay, it's not very robust, but still impressive. Here is the result. I realized one thing. I just bought a new soap to wash the dish, and this soap makes me use a lot of water. So be careful when you are in a van to buy the soap that is easily removable from the plates and your hands and so on, otherwise you're gonna use a lot of water. In my next episodes, I bring you with me van lifing in Lisbon.